At the very end of Rosewood Park, past the willow trees and the forgotten fountains, stood an old stone bench. Weathered by time, it bore moss around its edges and cracks like smile lines. No plaque, no inscription. Just a simple seat where the world felt quiet. Every evening at precisely 6, an elderly man named Elijah came to sit there. He wore a brown wool coat, scuffed shoes, and carried a leather-bound journal he never opened in public. He simply sat and watched. People who passed by him rarely stopped. Some nodded, others never noticed. But Elijah watched them all. Young joggers, arguing couples, children chasing birds, and the lonely souls dragging their feet. One evening, a girl appeared. She couldn't have been more than 20. Disheveled hoodie, ripped jeans, eyes hollow with exhaustion. She didn't speak, just dropped onto the other side of the bench, wrapped her arms around herself, and stared forward. Elijah glanced at her, then returned his gaze to the setting sun. After a while he spoke, not loud, not soft, just enough. "Hard day?" The girl flinched, then slowly nodded. "Hard life," she murmured. He nodded knowingly. "Those tend to come with the best stories later." She scoffed. "I don't have a story, just mistakes." Elijah was quiet for a long moment. Then he gently said, "I once thought the same until someone reminded me, mistakes are just the middle chapters, not the end." She turned to him, tears welling. "But what if I already ruined everything?" He smiled faintly. "Then you're finally ready to rebuild." They sat in silence again, broken only by birds returning to nests. She asked, "Do you come here every day?" "For 30 years. "Why?" "Because someone once sat next to me just like this and spoke light into my darkest hour." The girl stared at him. "And you're waiting to do the same?" Elijah looked into the horizon. "Not waiting, just being. The rest is up to grace." She let that sink in. After a few minutes she stood. "Thanks. I think I needed to sit here." He smiled. "The bench remembers. Come back if you ever forget again." She walked away slowly. The next day she returned, and the next. Sometimes they spoke, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes others joined, strangers who said little but left lighter. Years passed. One day Elijah didn't come. A note lay on the bench, held down by a smooth stone. It was written in his flowing hand. "To whoever finds this, if you're reading, it means I've gone home. But this bench isn't empty. It holds every word whispered in pain, every silence shared in grief, every truth born in kindness. Sit, rest, heal, and when you're strong enough, be the next one who stays." The girl, now a young woman named Clara, sat in tears. She picked up the note, folded it, and sat quietly. Years would pass, and Clara would become the one who waited, not waiting for people, but for hearts. She brought no doctrine, no sermons, just presence. And sometimes at dusk, when the wind blew just right, she'd feel it, someone sitting beside her in spirit, and the bench always felt warm.